is.
No, he's been out freedom fighting all night.
Okay.
I've been up all night, worried sick.
Watching Chicken Run. Right, two Champions League wins, one World Club Cup. Tried to stop the war in the Ukraine. He paid for a science block at my school, actually.
Someone who supports the freedom of Mobius.
Hello and welcome to Hero Complex. It's a show where we're pitting some of our best and brightest heroes against each other. We have some wonderful debaters representing them. The winners, of course, will never have to buy a beer in the greater Vauxhall area. The losers will hang their head in shame. Welcome. This week we have Pat Brosnahan.
Good evening, Great Britain.
And Adam Green.
All right.
And I'm Hugh Peacock. Start the show. Start the show. I'm a pro.
Yeah,
I'm incredibly professional. Yeah, that's the intro. Obviously, we don't know who you guys have, but I'd like to just ask you how your week's been, or I mean, more specifically, how your weekend was, because I was away and I missed you.
Wow,
that's very sweet.
What were you doing over the weekend? You were at home.
I was back in Ireland. Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. Yeah, it was great. I was back there to watch a Gaelic football game. We lost, unfortunately. I was in Cork, yes. Yeah. We lost, unfortunately, and went on the beer then pretty solidly, and I'm feeling kind of shook, but got back into Stansted this morning at 7.
Perfect, great.
Straight into the office, and now here I am with you guys.
No rest for the wicked.
Jet lag.
What were you doing?
Well, I think I was doing what the rest of the nation was doing, Adam, and celebrating heroes long gone. Remembrance Sunday, excuse me, where we recognise the heroes that saved our country. I laid a wreath down at the Captain Tom Memorial Spa, which is open to the public until it is demolished within the next 3 months.
This is really good, but don't forget this will be coming out over Christmas.
So Merry Christmas. I went to Captain Tom Memorial Spa.
Just make your Remembrance Sunday a bit more Christmassy.
Well, at the time of recording, to be fair, for me, every Sunday is I take a bit of time to remember.
Pat honours the heroes in his own way.
Yeah, the teenagers that were conned to go into the trenches.
But you
the promise of a free meal.
You honour a lot of the heroes on both sides, I believe, is your motto.
Well, I always say let the best man win. I don't think war is a place for ideology or politics. It's just a good fight club.
Just a good scrap.
Except this one we can't stop bloody talking about.
I know. It's the ones where the English are the good guys. They fucking love to bang on about.
We didn't learn much about like the invasion of Ireland like in school.
Oh, you will today.
Yeah.
What have you got?
I've got 25 minutes monologue.
Yeah. There's the usual stuff, silent disco tour around the cenotaph.
Me and 12 or 13 of my oldest mates met up to hate on Palestinians.
Shared a lovely beer with Arsenal fans at Euston Station. The typical stuff. Silent for 11 hours.
Yeah. And for legal reasons, we can talk no more about Waterloo Station.
Still haven't found it.
What about you, Adam?
I also did remembering at football.
Oh yeah,
because they stopped the game.
Oh yeah,
to make you remember the war.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I also went for a bottomless brunch on the Saturday. So remembering them in my own kind of way.
Yeah.
With the cast of the TV show The Traitors. and that was awful.
No, it was a good show. We should make.
No, the show was fine. Sorry, I haven't really watched it. It's not my cup of tea. But but the brunch was absolutely terrible. 50 quid for apparently bottomless booze, and there was nothing but bottom to that booze.
Yeah.
They were bringing in 3 beers at a time for 40 of us.
It's annoying because, like...
And the food itself was 1 poached egg on a bit of charred bacon on potato waffle. The poached egg looked like they started poaching about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get a hard poached egg until then. It was impressive how bad it was.
Yeah, that's like something you order on 4 in a bed where you really want them to fail. Can I get a hard poached egg, please? Within the next 20 minutes, if you don't mind.
I'm in a real hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad. We got to see the cast of Traitors, catch up with them, so that was nice.
Yeah. Who's the one I hate again?
Which one?
The one who was the traitor in the end.
Oh,
Wilf. God, I hate that guy. Never met him, of course, but I saw the show.
All right. He's really good at dancing.
He tried to steal money straight from your girlfriend, like in the most actual way.
Yeah.
Are we revealing? Yeah, your girlfriend's on Traitors, whatever.
Let's remember this will come out at Christmas.
A traitor.
So who knows who's going out with who by that point?
I'm hoping this thing between me and you kicks off bad.
Yeah, so he did try, but he didn't manage to rob my girlfriend. So it's kind of in that sense, it's all right.
Yeah.
Although your girlfriend tried very hard to let him. Yeah. She's like, I am so sure this guy is not a traitor.
This means literally nothing to anyone who hasn't seen the.
Well, they
show
should go and
Traitors.
watch it because it's
like
good.
me.
That is very good.
I haven't seen it.
That's very
Pat's
good.
big fat. Pat was supposed to come meet us actually.
Yeah.
No, I'll look like a hanger-on.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You know us. Like, where a guy turned up in full like cloak and
really
on his own. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the
He
picture
looked
of that.
like a hanger-on.
He did, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. He said it wasn't just a coincidence, the cloak. He's like, I was wearing my Sunday cloak.
Yeah. So he had a fully branded Traitors cloak, which I didn't know was mass produced. So I think
must have been made at home
himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I respect
that guy.
That guy was a hanger-on.
He was a hanger-on.
Yeah.
You'd have been fine.
Oh, apologies to that guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But you didn't exactly sell the beer situation either. Because, I mean, in no situation would you limit the amount of beer you drink on a Saturday afternoon.
The thing is, Pat texted me on like Tuesday last week and said, "Oh, are you going to this brunch? I've got guest list for the after party."
Yeah.
What after party? What guest list? And he just texts Hannah, my girlfriend.
Well, to be fair, she invited me a few weeks back. It's in my diary. So I messaged her to see what was what.
Right.
I wasn't going behind your back.
Sounds a little bit like...
Sounds
Yeah.
really intense. Yeah,
And also, bottomless brunch is a bad flashback for me. Last time I was at bottomless brunch, I was kicked out. So I don't want to relive that.
why? Too many eggs.
I managed to get 21 mimosas down in an hour.
That's impressive. They should give you an award for that.
And I would have been fine if I had the food, but I was kicked out before the food. So it's more on them. Really.
Yeah, and
What time of day was that?
This was about 1 p.m.
Right. That's a normal brunch time. This brunch was at 4 in the afternoon.
That's too late for a brunch.
That's late for lunch. That's like
that's
that's
after
early
lunch.
dinner.
That's Brinner.
That's like a rushed Christmas dinner. Like a rush, everything's too late. Like the potatoes are cold.
Yeah.
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 The Queen's had her speech, probably.
Yeah, you've seen the alternative speech on Channel 4 done by Mr. Blobby or someone. Yeah. By the guy who did the Boston bombing. Why are we letting him on the telly?
It's remembrance.
But hey, Merry Christmas to you too, mate.
Some of these soldiers fought on the other side.
Yeah. On the other side of the egg.
Oh, God, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, 3 beers at a time. Like, you wouldn't limit yourself to that. Like, 50 quid, you could have went down the road and got any amount of beers.
Yeah. Well, 50.
Depends on the road.
Well, I mean,
But, yeah.
on the street or on the street, £50 goes a long way, my friend.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're in the tinnies under a bridge, kind of like, yeah.
Which I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's a good amount of tinnies you could get.
Yeah. Instead of going to the why don't you just get some smack? Yeah.
You get a lot of smack.
Then you find out who the real traitors
don't
are.
Yeah, then you don't even want to eat eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just enjoying yourself too much.
I don't know what the going rate for smack is.
No, okay, sure.
Sure.
No one gets fat on smack. That's just a fact.
Maybe we should get some anyway.
The night is young.
I've been trying to shift that. This
The night is young.
From
And Santa is going around the world delivering his presents.
Get back for Christmas. Hugh, you look great. Yep.
And Christmas dinner was late and I had so much smack.
I feel I've peaked though.
I always think when I step on a weighing scale, I always think if only I didn't have so many teeth. That would
Yeah.
bring the overall number right down.
It's like, I should have a haircut because my hair's about 10 kilos,
I
right?
always weigh myself pre and post haircut just
Yeah.
to see if that makes a difference. It's not quite shedding the 5 stone I need to like shed,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not a pound.
I don't
Well,
believe
that's a cheap haircut.
You're telling me?
Will we crack on with the?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to say on a
Well,
podcast.
Should we start the podcast?
Yeah.
10 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, that's good. That works.
Okay. So, you don't know who you've picked yourselves, guys. So I think.
No, we know.
Well, no, you know who you've picked. You don't know who the others.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say. So I think we'll just start with opening statements, and I'd like to hear from Adam first, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Right. So, in the past, I picked Batman, Iron Man, and you guys were like, "Oh, they're just comic book characters." Well, this week I've picked a real life billionaire who is a hero to me. He took my football club from also rounds to genuine league title contenders. It is none other than Roman Abramovich, everyone's favourite Russian. So that's who I picked. I think he's a great guy. He's tried to sort out the war in the Ukraine by getting Russia to win it quicker. And he's done a lot for the community in London and across the UK. Real legend.
Right. Well, it's got to be a tough week for Pat. Who do you have, Pat?
Imagine a world taken over by a vengeful tyrant who enslaves and captures and manipulates the populace into robotic menaces. There's only one person who can stop that, and that person is a hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is one I picked today. The freedom fighter, the lovable scamp, the fastest hedgehog alive, Sonic the Hedgehog. I picked. I strongly believe that I can make this case.
I don't know if you've even done as much as Google Sonic the Hedgehog and warm up to this.
I have. I know his name, and it's Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. Look that up. His name was intended to be Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
I feel
He goes by the term Sonic the Hedgehog.
made a good choice making it.
Because I knew you were going to pick someone rich after all this, because that's who you are. You love the cash. And I was like, who's the guy who's against capitalism, against all tyranny? I don't know, you picked an actual fucking war criminal.
It's not a war criminal. Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog exclusively goes around collecting gold coins.
Yes,
Like
which
that.
he used, but that's not the currency in his universe. He used that to save the populace.
Does he? Or does he use it to just save himself? By
No, he's very much a
like-
Robin Hood character. He's very much a Robin Hood character. Should have picked Robin Hood. But no, the rings are like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Sonic the Hedgehog games and the lore, but that's not money then. There's no such thing as money anymore. The Sonic rings are like these things that he can use to break the machines and save the populace.
Well, that's
He's not spending it.
It's going to make my first question pretty weird.
Cool. I'm ready for it. I'm pumped for this.
Let's cut out the last 30 seconds of talk while I ask the question. If your hero witnessed an old lady being attacked, but on the other side of the road there was a big pile of gold rings. What would he do?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Roman Abramovich, he's always got a team of people with him who can sort out any problem. So he'd send them in to sort out the person attacking the old lady.
Are you talking about the mob? Or Chelsea?
Yeah, he'd send in Paulo Ferreira.
Yeah.
On the case.
Yeah, he can fix any problem apart from defending the counter.
He's got like a team of a security team. I don't know what you'd call them, mercenaries, probably
Thugs.
Yeah, so they'll go in and save him, because I don't know if you heard this recently, but when the John Obi Mikel, a former Chelsea footballer, had his dad kidnapped for the second time, Roman Abramovich said, do you want me to help? I can send in a team, they'll get him out. No questions asked.
What did John Obi say?
He said, nah, you're all right.
Oh, I think that sounds like an inside job.
I think when your dad's been kidnapped for the second time, you're like, this will be fine.
Kidnap me once, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on me. Yeah, twice, shame on you.
So Roman Abramovich would get it sorted out. He'd get his security team to sort the boys
That's
out,
funny that was
attacking the old lady.
That was happening.
And he doesn't need to get the big pile of gold rings because he's already got loads of money.
Well, in Roman Abramovich, the big pile of gold rings, the wedding rings of people who's killed, in a big sack. Because let's not forget, this guy ran away from his home country, where it is.
What's it called?
Russia, probably, right?
That's what.
He is Russian.
But I don't think that'd be a choice for Sonic the Hedgehog. He's so quick, he can do both.
Oh, shit.
We forget this is the fastest. I know fastest hedgehog doesn't sound like much. I know, like, if you saw the fastest hedgehog in this one, you'd be like, that's not. But the gap is so quick between second fastest hedgehog and this clown. He's blue, he's so fast. The fastest colour.
Interesting. Ferrari would have a lot to say on this.
Yeah, it's blue the fastest.
If you look,
the coldest colour.
Well, if you look at the electromagnetic spectrum, I'm wrong. But in terms of, like, you know, everything, like blue, like Gatorade, Powerade, you know, electrolytes just seem to love the colour blue. But he could get the gold rings, power up, save the old lady.
Oh, I see. So he'd do both.
He could do both, he's that quick.
Okay, right. But which would he do first?
What would he do first?
Sounds like the gold rings.
Does sound that way.
Well, I think it's so.
Considering that's exactly what Pat said.
Well, if you manage to do both in the instant of a second, is one first and 1 second? I don't believe so. I think it's so quick, it might as well be simultaneous.
Interesting.
Whereas getting your gang of thugs to first of all learn English, I'll find out where this old lady is.
We didn't find out whether the old lady. Well, one, they were in front of him, so it's fine. So they might not need to learn English.
Oh, so this is instant. There's no planning. It's just like there's no lady there in a bag of rings.
Look, Pat. I support Spurs, so you are off to a colossal head start. So let's just.
I better still lose.
Let's just freewheel this baby home, my friend. Don't say anything incriminating.
I'm not saying anything that hasn't been untrue. Blue is the quickest colour. He is the fastest hedgehog.
Blue is the colour.
Roman Abramovich is from Russia.
That's true. Yes. Okay. So far, so.
I mean, you also said he keeps the wedding rings of everyone he's killed.
Yeah, that's his token.
Yeah, which kind of feels slanderous. And we've just found out he does have a mob that will come at you.
Yeah,
allowed in London though. So
but
no shit, Robbie.
They are.
Shit.
Yeah.
But surely,
an odd political stance to kick out the oligarch and let in the mercenaries.
The Justice League, to use another mob of thugs, they don't ask to save kidnapped people. They just do it. Yeah. They don't, ask their mates, "Oh, do you want me to save your father?" Waiting for the PayPal transfer. They just do it. They just do heroic acts.
Well, yeah, but some people don't want you to get involved.
Okay.
Well, your father's kidnapping.
Yeah,
it's a private family matter.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about it.
Nose out of it, Roman.
Yeah.
You can sort it. I can sort it.
Can you do the dishes? Can you not get kidnapped? We don't bring that up, John. Not around this table.
How many people do you think your hero has helped?
Go with yours.
No.
Have you got all 10 fingers?
How many people Sonic helped?
An entire planet filled.
Which planet's this?
Planet Mobius with the Green Hill Zone, you know, the one that's underwater, the Casino Zone, the Shipwreck Zone, all these zones, millions of. Okay, but I'd have to. But
yeah. So,
all right.
Okay, I don't.
Because the question was people, right?
I'm wondering why you're not using the film with Jim Carrey, which was on Earth.
No.
Oh, we can use that. So he saved a wedding party.
Yes.
And he kind of ruined the wedding.
Oh well, you know.
Yeah, they would not happen.
But the first one, he saves the world. He saves the world. The 7 billion people minus one, which is Dr. Robotnik. In the movie.
Start 7 billion.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Before I get into the trap of the animals, not people.
Yeah. I guess that leaves you, Adam.
No, maybe Roman Abramovich has saved people that I don't know about.
7 billion is the score to beat.
He's saved.
He didn't even save Johnny Mickle's dad.
He saved all the Chelsea fans from around the world from having no hope.
Fine.
Arguably not a good thing.
Yeah. and at the time, that would be about 400,000 people.
No, it's loads now.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
But at the time, it wasn't
worldwide.
that many.
It's millions.
Yeah, but back then it was probably 15 or 20 down Fulham High Road.
Yeah.
Chelsea was still a big club before Roman Abramovich took over.
I'm not denying that, but it wasn't as big as it is.
No, it was. He made it bigger. He made Chelsea a bigger team. So that was encouraged about 9 million people around the world to support them, if not more.
Glory hunters, you could say.
Yeah, some glory hunters. Yeah, I don't think like the Thai branch of like the Chelsea supporters.
You don't think that they're?
I don't think they were fully involved and like committed until Abramovich came in. But
yeah,
that's part of it, isn't it? When you're getting good.
Yeah, they're probably busy.
And also,
who's that guy?
Not only
the one who owned Man City. Doesn't matter. That's a different genocide.
Also,
tune in next week for the other genocide.
Is it Thaksin Shinawatra? Is that his name, Thaksin Shinawatra?
I don't know. Yeah, it was Thaksin.
Yeah, they're probably worried about him. They're worried about not another chairman.
Chelsea's up for sale. Looks like Netanyahu's entered their bidding war.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a football guy. Back of the Netanyahu. He could also do basketball.
Right.
Nothing but Netanyahu.
Nothing but Netanyahu. He could be a fisherman. Look how full that Netanyahu is. You think he invented the internet in Yahoo?
Oh God!
Also, Roman Abramovich is an MP in his.
What's a coronet? Doesn't matter.
Russia.
Go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's your argument. I should have been interrupted.
He's a member of parliament. He's helped a lot of people. He's not allowed really in the area at the minute because
Abramovich is a member of parliament.
Yeah.
The Russian democracy.
MP for Surrey. What?
Famously strong.
No, like in Russia.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, whatever they call that.
The democracy.
What do they call that?
Famously strong in Russia. Do you think?
Strong enough if you're a billionaire.
What do they call it? They call it the Soviet, right? The Soviet was communists.
But
he has.
It's probably not that anymore.
Yeah.
He has actually genuinely been trying to negotiate for the end of the war in the Ukraine. He's been getting Putin to sit down and saying, "Stop this madness."
Yeah,
Vlad.
Has it been working? Do you think?
Well, imagine how far he'd have gone if Abramovich didn't do that.
You're right. Putin seems incredibly tempered
in
his approach.
Okay, a lot of people have pointed out he's probably trying to stop the war because it's kind of affecting a lot of his assets.
Bottom line.
Yeah, so he is losing billions by the war happening, but still.
Do you think that your hero is good overall?
Who, Roman?
Yeah.
Big time, yeah.
Do you think overall...
Well, I admire, like you said, if all this is true, which on this podcast, who knows? But to get people around the table is always a good thing, right? Well, Sonic, he just fucks them up.
He's a fucking sadist.
You just smash, demolishing. Who knows if they survive once they get rid of their robotic shells? But they're free. You know what? I don't want to compare to current events. I'm definitely not going to do that. About some people take action, some people want to sit around the table. But Sonic has results to show for it. What he's done. And sure, Robotnik just comes back and takes them over again. He has to save them again.
Yeah.
But he's trying. He's doing something.
It feels
one day of freedom is better than 1,000 years of mediocre servitude.
Is it?
I think someone said that. Me?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
It does sound quite good. But if it's immediately followed by 1,000 years of servitude anyway, is that not...
Sure, if you did 1,000 years of servitude, 1 day of freedom, 1,000 years of servitude,
Yeah.
I'd call that a shit sandwich.
Yeah.
But rabbits don't last that long. So
But
I
would they
put
even
to
know
you.
what to do with their 1 day of freedom in the middle?
Oh my God, that is the most. That is like.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't even know what to do with their freedom.
Yeah, the proletariat wouldn't even know what to do with their freedom.
Right,
This
like-
stupid fucks.
A
They
little
probably use it to smoke crack,
Oh, they
beat
probably
each other up.
dance or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Buy a big TV. go to Butlins.
a little rabbit or a little
Eat
bird
mild cheddar.
that's not going to know what to do with 1 day of freedom, having been a little robot egg or whatever.
But the fact that he has a choice is the important thing.
Right.
Well, Roman Abramovich, with a lot of the managers he had, did they have many choice in their lineups?
Yeah.
I think he controlled every single one. Have you heard that story about, was it Ancelotti? This came out this week. Every time Ancelotti lost a game with Chelsea, Roman Abramovich would just send him a text with a question mark.
Yeah, he's an efficient
That's
guy.
tyranny.
It's an efficient guy. He's asking what happened. He's asking one of his employees, what happened? Do you need me to go and buy Fernando Torres? If you do, I will.
Yeah, and how did that work out?
Well, Ancelotti wanted him.
Yeah.
To be fair, everybody wanted him. So
Yeah.
And to be fair, he scored the Champions League winning goal, didn't he?
No.
no,
That was
That was
Didier Drogba.
Drogba
uh,
breaking Spurs' hearts.
that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Thank you for reminding me what's really at stake here. I don't care.
Well, I'm going to demand a recount at the end. It feels like it's going that way.
I don't think there's an appeals process.
No, there isn't. Just why don't you just go and watch Drag Netanyahu? That took 5 minutes to think of another net. And I don't even know if Dragnet was a TV show.
I don't have a clue. It's
I think it was about cars.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, this one's a bit political.
Oh, we haven't reached that so far.
The year is 1915. And
Okay.
from the British point of view, Ireland is securely under British control. What would your hero do to right this wrong?
Buy Island. Nice and simple.
Actually help us.
Yeah.
Well, not day one, but then you'd have 1,000 years of freedom after that.
That's not a great solution. That's your
What,
bad.
buy Island and then like free everyone.
Oh,
the British rule.
oh, I see. Okay, so he would
Yeah.
buy it just to release it, like a
Yeah.
catcher. Interesting.
Give it back to you, the people. Bit like Bane. It does sound like a.
Well, Bane was kind of right. He should have blown shit up.
Is that
Speaking
what-
of Ireland, fuck. Speaking of people who are right, but probably should have blown shit up. Sonic was famously a freedom fighter. I would have fought tooth and nail and hedge for the freedom of Ireland and for the freedom of 6 counties.
Yes.
It would have been the United Islands. If it was successful, it would have been the United Islands away from British
There
rule.
would have been no treaty.
Yeah,
There would have been no need for a treaty.
it'd be under Dr. Robotnik's rule. Quick as a flash.
No.
Guy always gets the better of
This-
Sonic.
Do you know what?
He doesn't.
has plagued
Sonic always
Ireland?
beats him. He just comes back.
Revisionist history has plagued Ireland for too long for you to be bringing in Robotnik.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I'm saying is Sonic keeps not being able to keep Robotnik out of places he's trying to save. So
Brother will just keep on bringing back in Shadow and the Metal Sonic, also known as the Black and Tans.
Who's your hero's best friends?
Oh, that'll be interesting. I could start if you need to think of this because I don't know if yours has friends.
he's got loads of friends. He's friends with Vladimir Putin, John Terry,
Yeah.
and some bad people as well.
So that must be a good Christmas party. I bet they got some stories.
Yeah. Oh,
Terry's standing on the bar.
mischief we have.
Yeah. Putin's going, remember when you slip? And then he goes, remember when you invaded fucking Ukraine, mate?
Do they have Christmas in Russia?
Well, they're Orthodox Christians, so I guess they do.
If it's anything like Poland, they have a different Christmas, but they have
They have
Christmas.
a different Christmas.
Like it's on Christmas Eve.
But they eat fish, isn't it?
There's like several courses of.
Yeah, in Poland they punch a fish to death in the bath. Apparently,
That's in between us. That's if you celebrate in between this Christmas.
my mate was over in Poland. He married a Polish lady, and they made him punch a fish to death in the bath. And when he was telling me that story, I did think this might just be a prank they played on you.
It sounds like a prank.
It doesn't sound like a real tradition.
It's not an efficient way to kill or harvest
Or prepare a fish.
But it is a festive way to prepare a fish.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, that's how I got my turkey last year.
Or went fishing.
Violent punching fest.
I can believe Sonic pulled that prank on people. Punches fish in the head to free it.
So
It's a robotic skin.
who's Sonic friends?
Sonic's best friend is Miles Tails per hour.
Yeah.
If you don't get the pun, Miles per hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not get that.
100% did not.
Yeah.
Miles per hour.
I've learned something today.
Tails twists again and spins so he can fly. He also owns a plane, so he has two methods of flights.
I suppose my major reason for asking this question is because you can tell a lot.
He's a
about
bit of a
man.
lib dem.
I tell a lot about a man by the quality of his friends, and we've learned that.
Yeah, Abramovich is surrounded by nothing but winners.
And Sonic, what
Is
are?
that
Can you tell us
loser
if
Tails?
Tails is a good guy and Miles? per hour?
Tails is a good guy. Tails and Miles are the same person. Very good guy, good pilot, part of the Freedom Fighters. The other friends of Knuckles of the Echidna, the last of his kind, of the Echidna kind, who protects the floating island from Dr. Robotnik getting in touch with the Chaos Emeralds.
How's that going?
He stands fast. Dr. Robotnik does not have the Chaos Emeralds at this time of recording.
Oh God! If he gets them for Christmas, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, we might have to dump this episode.
Sonic is surrounded by nothing but losers, basically.
Well,
the
no,
last echidna. He couldn't even protect all the other echidnas.
They're an ancient race. It was before Sonic's time. That wasn't his war. That wasn't his war.
Well, this has given me a lot to think about. I've also run out of questions. So here's what I would like to do.
Every episode.
Yeah, we should do longer answers.
Here's what I would like to do now. Here's what I'd like to do now. Adam, it's Christmas Day, and you are in a relationship with Roman Abramovich. Can you tell me what that day looks like?
We're doing this.
You're goddamn right we're doing this. This is going to eat up the 10 minutes I need to go to the finish line.
Sure.
Yeah, I love it when we talk about how much time do we need to waste of people for us to get to the sort of
no, people, this is
contractual obligations.
This is genuinely the funniest bit of every episode.
Well, Roman Abramovich will buy every present you want. Basically.
Money can't buy happiness or love, Adam. Come on, do better.
Yeah, it can. If you love Ferraris, boom, it really can. Can Sonic buy a Ferrari? No, he can't.
This man's
'cause he's rubbish.
league. I'm fighting for Sonic here.
Hey, you're the judge.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm incredibly impartial on this.
Come down, you've got literally everything you want, and then he's like, "Oh, we've got like." One of the top chefs in the world, Anthony Worrell Thompson.
Just a quick
He's
one.
making dinner.
What if the one thing I want is a free Ukraine?
If you want a free Ukraine, he'll any kind of like dish.
Shall we go back to this? Shall we go back to Anthony Worrell Thompson? Where's he cooking that in from prison?
Is Anthony Worrell Thompson in
He
prison?
sold cheese from Tesco, didn't he?
He sold. Oh,
Yeah, he got 25 to life.
that's a weird name for a cheese.
Big trouble.
This is an aged cheese. After 25, we just stopped counting.
Wait, did he nick a?
He nicked cheese from Tesco and got sent down for it.
Like our main man Netanyahu, until he releases the aged cheddar, he's not getting his freedom.
I've been trying to buy one of his grills recently, actually, Anthony Worrell Thompson, and they don't seem to exist anymore. Is that because he's not allowed to sell them because he's banged up?
Probably go with George Foreman.
Now, see,
Why do you want that grill instead of George
because
Foreman?
it's got a little drawer you pull out.
With all the fat in it.
with all the fat in it.
Yeah, so does George Foreman.
George Foreman has a little tray, a drip tray.
Yeah, he's got a tray,
Oh, you wanted?
and then that overflows onto the thing.
No, I don't believe it.
Well, not if you clean shit.
Yeah, yeah, in some sort of weird parallel universe where I clear it up after myself, maybe the George Foreman one will be fine. But in this world, the real world, I need a drip tray that you can fill up for like months on end.
What happened?
The Andy Royal Thompson one goes directly into the ocean.
It cuts out the middleman. Think of all the money wasted trying to get that fat to the ocean.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Abramovich, come down. Got literally everything you want. Anthony Royal Thompson's making dinner, or one of the other. Who's the fella off First Dates? He's like the
Fred
mate's big-
Siriax.
The waiter.
Yeah,
Fred
he's
Siriax,
your waiter for the day.
He's funny as well, so that would be good.
Yeah. Well, I reckon it's a no talking kind of thing.
Oh,
For him,
kind of sexy. I like
you
that.
don't want the waiter talking, but you just know that, like, oh, we've spent a fortune to get this guy in for Christmas Day. It's great. And then you go and watch like a local band, like U2 or something, get them in,
Yeah.
and then bed. Anyway, Pat, what would it be like on Christmas Day?
Married to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, or just in some sort of civil partnership.
Yeah, yes.
Whoa,
No, we're married.
Married.
Keep your politics out of this. It's Christmas morning. I've not slept a wink.
I don't know what the rules are on Sonic's planet of Morbius. Or whatever.
Very, very liberal.
Yeah,
He's
for a day at a time.
yeah. Him upstairs has been out, freedom fighting all night, wondering whether he's going to come home or not. Not slept a wink. Christmas morning, the kids Podrick and Sanic are up. Hey, can we go tree? We can open one. But we need to wait for Daddy to come home. Aren't you Daddy? We're both Daddy. Because this is the way the world works under Robotnik's rule. He comes home. This is about, I would say, after Chicken Run. So what, 3:30? And of course, in his
He
world,
was upstairs.
no, he's been out freedom fighting all night.
Okay.
I've been up all night, worried sick.
Watching Chicken Run.
No,
No, that's in the morning. On
Oh,
I've been up all night, nothing happened. I'm just arms folded. Like, I can't get the bloody golden ring to turn off. Lost the remote. He comes home post Chicken Run, stinking of vermouth. Where have you been? Like, the freedom fighters were having a little shindig. We just freed the Green Hill Zone. Merry Christmas, darling. Gives me like a present, and I remember we were walking past the jewelry shop the day before, and I saw this big golden ring that I loved, and I think it's going to be that. I open it, and it's the same CD I already have, the one now 42. We discussed them, but the kids like, where are the presents? Go, I'll get you some presents, and he goes all the way around the world. Because my husband is Santa. He's so quick he can travel the world in 24 hours to deliver the presents to kids. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were Santa. I'm sorry. I know there is no Santa because Robotnik killed him in the Second World War. Which is why I have to do his job. I'm like, okay, I understand. I love you, honey. The gifts are all right. We have a lovely Christmas dinner. And then his phone rings. I'm just like, Mrs. Claus is calling. Why is Mrs. Claus calling him? I don't look it up because I trust him. And we have it's about midnight. We're all tucking out, leftover sandwiches, everything like that. Which is supposed in this world, I suppose we roasted a human. Good idea. And then he sees trouble in the tough Solariac zone. You go, because I know my husband's a hero. And then I cry myself to sleep.
oh wow,
knowing that the world is safe, but I will forever be miserable.
Your sacrifice, if anything, is greater than his.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It's all right, Pat.
Okay.
There could be only one winner. I mean, I'm willing to listen to any closing statements you might have, but thus far,
blue is the fastest colour.
Blue is the colour. Yeah, Roman Abramovich seen to that.
you're not helping yourself.
2 Champions League wins. Right. Well,
Blue's the warmest colour. Sorry, forgot about that.
Blue's the warmest colour.
Remember that film, the lesbian one? Anyway, I was wondering why I kept having blue as the fastest colour in my mind. Like there's I didn't mean that pun, but surely that's more points.
I don't know. I kind of have no idea what that did to us.
Yeah.
I didn't see the movies, but I'm gonna.
Did you ever play Netanyahu ball at school? Final statement over.
So, right, two Champions League wins, 1 World Club Cup. Tried to stop the war in the Ukraine. He paid for a science block at my school actually as well.
So this is an inherent bias.
Huh?
Out of his Netanyahu profit.
Do you mean net profit?
That's the one, yeah.
Out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
He just gave him a blank check and went, yeah, build whatever you like. So his kid went there.
Oh, so it's,
Self-service.
so did it for himself.
The kid probably got to run roughshod over the teachers.
Yeah, a little bit.
And build whatever you like. That's that's
Also,
quite loose.
Adam, as a debater,
What if they built a big
just
gun?
lost some credibility also that he's just going to some posh private school.
Yeah.
Not like the
Abramovich
complimentary
funded
man.
your school.
You don't know. Abramovich could have been sending his kid to a local state school,
You're
like
probably right.
a local
You're probably
common.
right,
Yeah.
Except I know you and I know.
A local Soviet state school.
You know me, so you know that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But could have been. And so that was pretty cool. And that might not be public knowledge. So I've probably
Spilled the tea, as they say.
Filled the Christmas tea.
so that was pretty good. Also, he didn't furlough anyone in
No, he killed them.
during COVID.
Shot them outright.
whereas
Furlough was a good thing,
Sonic
wasn't it?
furloughed everyone. He he sent them home without pay. It was terrible. Burden on the government. Abramovich didn't do that.
I don't know what's going on.
I can't remember what the rules were around furlough.
Furlough was you got home paid.
Furlough was you were sent home paid. Furlough was the dream scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only 80%. Oh yeah, that was quite good though. 'Cause I didn't
Yeah.
do anything for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was up to a maximum value, but still, if you're sitting at
Well,
home,
anyway, he sent them home on full pay, which is better.
yeah, but he's a billionaire. Anyway, there's only one winner this week, I'm afraid, and it's my favorite hero, Pat Brosnahan. I understand. Adam knew I was judging, which I find to be the most surprising part.
Well, I
Should have gone for Brian O'Driscoll, mate.
yes, go for like Michael Collins.
You would have won hands down. You would have won hands down.
Yeah, but
if he had
I respect you too much to just think I need to pander to your likes. I thought I'll go for someone genuine, and then like because you're a better man just to use like petty football rivalries just to judge it.
I'm not. I'm not.
No. And as we all know, Sonic once saved Hugh's sister.
You know, Sonic
Didn't
Sonic's
do a
an
very
Arsenal
good job. Oh, well,
Sonic only supports the freedom of Mobius. Yeah, and that was fun. We didn't even get into all the weird Sonic furry shit. That was fun.
Wait, what's the weird?
Doesn't matter. Vote's done.
No.
The
we wanna
vote
know.
is done.
We have 4 minutes, so let's go.
4 minutes to save the world. That's just an episode.
What's
We can
the
play all
weird
of that.
Sonic fairy
No,
shit.
no,
Furry
the
shit.
gavel's been banged.
Oh.
Tell us about the fucking furry shit.
You know what furries are, right?
Just explain it in graphic detail anyway for my own.
Like people like dress up as animals and fuck each other or whatever. Like big fursuits.
And Sonic does that, does he?
Well, there's a huge like fan base of Sonic who does all that. And furries would still exist without Sonic, but I think Sonic has made it like that's like the gateway. I think.
Made it quicker.
Yeah, exactly. Everything goes fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. I don't know. I don't think we have the copyright to
Sometimes
that.
you need a bluey.
Yeah, sometimes you need Netanyahu.
Who is Netanyahu?
He's the leader of Israel.
Leader of Israel.
Oh, that fella, yeah.
Yeah.
Chill guy.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. He's the Mr. Freeze of world politics.
Hang on.
Or was he a doctor?
We've been doing Israel throughout this.
Yeah, big time.
I haven't even known.
Yep.
No. Kind of like the rest of the world.
Oh, man. Yeah. Good times.
Well done, Pat. Good game.
That's right, I've got a first win on the boards. Should be the third one, but it's the first one.
Well, I'm glad that I could write that wrong, Pat.
It's great. Next week, I'll be judging. We're sure to be a rich man versus an Irish man. Though that Venn diagram, there's a lot of overlap.
I did go for Nelson Mandela week 1, which I think bought me some Irish credits.
Yeah, if they were more Irish, then no, can't say that.
Is that the end?
Okay, well, I'll see us out. Okay,
yeah.
Well, guys, we've learned a lot this week about Roman Abramovich and Sonic the Hedgehog, two of
how dare you bring
arguably not great heroes early on. I'm worried that the standard of hero has fallen fast.
Sonic is definitely a hero.
Okay,
just because he's hedgehog sized.
Roman Abramovich is a real man. Not a
real hero.
Hedgehog.
If I knew anything about him, this episode would have been 2 seconds.
I know it's a miracle we've made it last this long. Your solution to the freedom of Ireland was that he would buy Ireland.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the Irish would love that. Yeah.
That's truly a great solution. Anyway,
it is a great solution.
It's kind of what the British did.
And then give them all freedom and give them all like Mazdas.
Nice little
didn't let me get to that
cheeky little Japanese sports car at the turn of the 20th century. What a treat. Anyway,
they wouldn't have been very quick
because they would have to stop it on the border every time. How quick are you going past that?
A goddamn hard border. Anyway, so yes, guys, we've learned a lot this week about our heroes and in fact our debaters. So tune in next week where we will learn about an Irish person and a rich person for sure. Good night.